All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Business Credit Masterclass. My name is Noel Anthony Booker. My website is businesscreditbuilder.us. This, if you're watching this live, then put in the chat your business name and what type of business you're doing or getting ready to do. Right? If you're watching this on YouTube, also do that in the comments. Put in the comments your business name and what you do. Okay, and if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, follow, and all that stuff, right? Okay, we're gonna share my screen. We're gonna get down to the nitty-gritty. I suggest you take notes, right? And when you have questions, let me know. You could open up your mic. You could put it in the chat, whatever you want to do, right? And we're gonna get this thing going. All righty. Okay. Yeah. So now you should be able to see my screen. Okay. Let's see something here. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Business Credit Master Class. Business Credit Master Class. Okay. Get business credit for your EIN that is not linked to your social security number. And we're going to have an exclusive look inside the new fundability system at the end of this webinar. During this 60-minute training, you'll discover how to build credit that's linked to your EIN and not your social security number that requires no personal guarantee or credit check, and how to get business loans and credit lines even if you have personal credit issues, no collateral, or just starting your business. You'll uncover what business credit really is and how it can be obtained linked only to your EIN with no personal credit check or personal guarantee required for approval. Okay? So let's get down to business. The Business Credit Master Class. Yeah, boy. Here we go. Who we got in here? Miss Chamberlain. She has a writer studio, writers networking website. And the I'm sorry, Micro Works, employment and training services, workforce development. Word, are you in Atlanta? Okay, Business Credit Master Class. Okay, here's my contact information. My name is Noel A. Booker Sr. The website is businesscreditbuilder.us. Okay, and check out the buttons on the bottom. All right, the green button is the button on where you can get how you can get a free guide on how to build business credit. Oh, you in Detroit? No wonder you said what up though. Okay, make sure you get your free guide on how to build business credit by going to businesscreditbuilder.us/free guide. If you want to talk to me about the stuff, the services that we provide, which is accounting and bookkeeping, websites, and business credit and funding, you would schedule a free business credit consultation by going to businesscreditbuilder.us/consult. And if you think you can get funding now, you would go to businesscreditbuilder.us/get funding. All right. Let me give you some background information. I'm born and raised in New York City. I went to Morehouse College and studied accounting. I had a few corporate accounting positions in general ledger accounting, but I started my own company called MediaNet USA. And at MediaNet USA, what we do is bookkeeping and accounting services for small businesses. We also build websites for businesses. And now we speak about business credit and financing. Okay, what we will cover today, and I'm gonna go pretty fast during this presentation, so make sure y'all taking notes and stuff, and you can have the opportunities to ask questions as we go. Um, how you can get what we will cover today, how you can get business credit within 7 days or less that's linked to your EIN, not your social, even if you are a startup or have bad personal credit now. Then immediately start using it to get the credit you want and need, even from major sources like Target, Walmart, Staples, Lowe's, Visa, MasterCard, and more. How you can get access to loans even as a startup, have credit challenges, or lack collateral. Okay, people fail trying to get money and grow their business. Most people try to get money from the bank when they need money. And most people fail going to the bank getting money for their business. Most don't know that EIN credit can be built regardless of personal credit quality. Many apply for credit in the wrong order. Now, building business credit is a step-by-step process. Each step is needed for the next step, so there's no skipping steps. Many entrepreneurs don't know that money is available based on business strengths. And the business strengths are the 3 C's of funding. The 3 C's of funding are credit, that's personal credit and business credit. So that's credit, collateral, and cash flow. If you have all 3 of these C's, then you could possibly qualify for an SBA loan. If you have 2 of these 3 C's, you can possibly qualify for a term loan. If you have 1 of these 3 C's, there is money available for you. And if you have none of the 3 C's, then that's when you start with business credit. Okay? And as you build business credit, then you get access to more and more funds. This seminar is for you if you are looking for money to start or grow a business, or you want to build credit that's not linked to your social. And I'm going to show you how to do it. Well, let's get started. Okay. Business credit is credit that is obtained in a business name. With business credit, the business builds its own credit profile and credit score for its EIN number. The credit is in the business name and based on the business's ability to pay, not the business owner's ability to pay. The business can qualify for revolving store credit cards like Staples, Lowe's, Sam's Club, Costco, and more. Business credit is awesome. Let me show you why it's so awesome. It has no effect on your personal credit. There's no personal guarantee needed to build business credit. Business credit building is fast. With business credit, you can offset your current expenses. You can increase approval amounts with better rates and terms when you have business credit. There's no collateral, cash flow, or good credit needed to build business credit. Okay? And once you got business credit, you can get access to loans and credit lines. Okay? All right. Every successful business in America has business credit. See, This is how business is done, okay, with business credit. All right. Let me show you. Let me show you what I mean. What you're looking at right now is what anybody can see for free. You would go to the Experian website, and there's a place you can put your business name, your business address in, and you can get this type of information. This one is for Facebook Incorporated. They're in Menlo Park, California. And the part that I want to bring to your attention is the number of trade lines. You see that? They have 40 trade lines. Well, let's go over what a trade line is, just so we know, right? Just so we know what we're talking about. The trade line. This is what trade line is. You go to a company, they're going to give you an account, a credit account, which means you could go and buy something on credit. So let's say we bought something on credit. That means we have the item. They gave us an invoice that tells us when to pay it, right? So then we're going to pay for this item, right? This is what happens when we pay for this item we just got on credit. The company sends a report to the business credit reporting agencies. This report says XYZ company, they have an account with us. They got X amount of dollars that they can spend with us. They made a purchase and they paid that purchase off in X amount of days. And they send that report to the business credit reporting agencies, and the business credit reporting agencies put that information on your business credit profile. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is one trade line. Okay? Are there any questions on what a trade line is? So we get this right from the beginning. Like, see, because the trade lines is the basis for building business credit. So I want to make sure we're all on the same page before we go any further, right? Okay. We good? No questions on what a trade line is, right? Okay, cool. Let's go. This is Microsoft Corp. They're in Redmond, Washington, and they got 131 trade lines. You peep that? Now, check it out. Walmart. Walmart's like the king of business credit, right? So this is what Walmart does. Walmart will go to Bounty, say, yo, Bounty, let me get a truckload of toilet paper. Now, the owner of Walmart, he don't go in his pocket and pay for this. He don't call the accounting department and say, cut a check. No, no, no. The truckload comes to the Walmart. They put it on the shelf, right? We go in there and buy the toilet paper. They take our money and go pay the bill. And then Bounty says, hey, you did that good. Here's 5 truckloads. And Walmart does that over and over again, 513 times. This is done at the big corporate level and at the small business level. At the corner store, when the bread comes, they're not paying for that bread right then. They're counting how many units came in, how many units went out. This is how business is done with business credit. How we can help. We have our fundability system. We show you how to make your business credible in the eyes of the lender. Our high-tech software, powered by artificial intelligence, helps you build your business credit to access high-limit store credit, business loans, and credit lines. We work with all legitimate types of funding programs that are available today, offering funding through hundreds of investors and lenders through a multitude of different funding programs. Okay? All right, let's get down. How do you build business credit? Well, let's get down to business here. Are y'all ready? Fundability, which are also called credibility. As a business owner, you may begin to hear the word fundability a lot. It may come from lenders, various media platforms, or your own current creditors. What is fundability? It's the ability of your business to get funding. When lenders consider funding your business, does it appear to them to be a good idea to make the loan? What do they look at to make that determination? Okay. How does a business become fundable? When a lender considers lending to your business, do they feel that you are a high risk? Do you appear to be a business that can and will pay the debt back? Lenders are in it for the money. Okay. So you have to appear to be credible. You don't actually have to be credible. You just have to appear to be credible. Okay. How does it look? How does a business get fundability? To start, you have to make sure your business is set up properly. A great business credit score is important. In addition, there are many other aspects that are necessary for fundability as well. Okay, potential creditors need to see that your business is legitimate and profitable. Many loan applications are denied approval due to fraud concerns. Others simply because something didn't match up and threw up a red flag. Maybe the address or the phone numbers didn't match on a couple of reports and it just looks unprofessional. If you understand what fundability is and how to get it, you can shut down any such red flags before they cause you problems. Okay? So, what is fundability? The foundation of fundability. The foundation of fundability is how your business is set up. It has to be set up to appear to be a fundable entity separate from you, the owner. This is the stuff you need to have: a business name, a business address, a business phone, an EIN number, a DUNS number, a website, and a business email address. All of these things is how you set up your business, right? Okay. So the basic information that you need is the business phone number, the fax number, the toll-free number, and the business address. Okay. Okay. So now this business phone number needs to be a local number that is listed with the National 411 directory. Okay. This is necessary. This local number that's listed is necessary. Okay. Having a fax number and a toll-free number is not as necessary, but when they ask for that stuff, it's good to provide it on this application. When they're asking for something, it's good to have the information and not leave it blank. So it's good to have a fax number and a toll-free number. It makes you look more credible. It looks like you're actually doing business, right? You're actually doing something, right? And then a business address. You need to have a business address. There are three options when deciding which business address to use for your business. The first option would be a brick and mortar. The second option is a virtual office address. And the last resort is your home address. You cannot use a P.O. box. You cannot use a UPS address for your main business address. Now, you can use a P.O. box in the operation of your business, but on the application, when they ask you for your main business address, you should not use that. Okay? Okay, now here's the go-tos for phone number. All these three companies will work good. Freedom Voice, Ring Central, Vonix. But I did the research for you. Freedom Voice will give you a local number for $9.95 a month, and they will list it for $3 a month, and they'll give you a fax number and an 800 number for under $20 a month. All right, under $20 a month, Freedom Voice. At Ring Central and Vonix, they're going to start you at $25 a month. Okay, so that's the go-to right there. Freedom Voice, you can go to my website, businesscreditbuilder.us/vendors, and you get the telephone number for Freedom Voice. Okay, Da Vinci is good for the virtual office address. Okay, you would go to /vendors, and there's information on how to order your virtual office address from Da Vinci Virtual Office Solutions. Okay. Okay. What is fundability? The EIN number We're not going to talk much about the EIN number, but I'm going to tell you the two things that you need to know about the EIN number. One, you cannot build business credit without an EIN number. Two, the EIN number is free, all right? So you go to irs.gov, get yourself a free EIN number, and you get the EIN number right then on the spot. It takes about 15 minutes, all right? Now, you must incorporate. This is the most important step in fundability thus far. Incorporating your business as an LLC, S Corp, or corporation is necessary to fundability. It lends credits to your business as one that is legitimate. It also offers some protection from liability. Now, when you incorporate your business name, they will ask you to select an entity. In order to separate personal from business liability, you must select a limited liability corporation or a corporation. Okay? Now, what is fundability? The foundation of fundability. A business bank account. You need a separate dedicated business bank account. Keep track of business finances so you can keep them separate from your personal finances for tax purposes. Most vendors and lenders require a business to have a business account in order to even get approved. Okay? So you make sure you get that business bank account with the correct address listed on that bank account. Okay? Licenses. What is fundability? It is being a legitimate business. For a business to be legitimate, it has to have all the necessary licenses it needs to operate. The most common mistake is having the appropriate license but is listed with an old address. That will give you a red flag if you have an old address. And you don't want a red flag. When they give you a red flag, they can deny you, and they don't have to tell you why they denied you. Okay? That's different than in personal credit. All right? In business credit, they don't have to tell you why they denied you. So do the research you need to do to ensure that you have all the licenses necessary to legitimately run your business at the federal, state, and local levels. Website. Your business needs a website and an email, okay? Lenders and creditors will deny you if you don't have a website nowadays. Spend the time and money necessary to ensure your website is professionally designed and works well. Your business needs a dedicated business email address. Make sure it has the same URL as your website. Don't use a free service such as Yahoo or Gmail. So don't use Big Booty Judy at Yahoo. Right? Okay. Now, my company, we offer an all-inclusive small business web hosting program that includes domain registration, 12 months web hosting, website design, monthly updates, unlimited emails, expert customer support, internet consultation. This goes for, it starts at $350, but if y'all want to get down, before being in this webinar, you get it for $250, right? And this goes for 1 year. You get the updates, you get unlimited emails, and all that stuff, which most companies don't do. Okay. So when you're getting a website from these web hosting companies, you're really buying into the customer service, which they don't do well. Okay. So with me, I'm always there for you, and I'm here to make your website work for you. All right. Boom. Websites. Schedule a free consultation to help to hook up your website. Okay, what is fundability? It is business credit reports. You need to understand the importance of your business credit reports and how to read them. It's the blueprint for tracking your trade lines. The most popular reporting agencies are Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, and Equifax. And what these companies are in business to do is this. They collect information, they repackage it, and they sell it, right? So for us, we want to buy the business credit reports, right? So we have a deal with our fundability program that includes the business credit reports in your fundability system. And our AI looks at your business credit reports, matches it up with the lenders that we already have, and decides, boom, boom, bam, just like that, what your next steps in building up your business credit and accessing money is. So there's no thinking. Our system uses AI and does all the thinking for you. We're going to tell you exactly the steps to get to the money that you want to get. All right. So boom. In addition to the business credit reporting agencies that directly calculate and issue credit reports, there are other business data agencies that affect your reports as indirectly. Okay. Now you can do your research on these two situations here: LexisNexis and the Small Business Finance Exchange. These two agencies gather data from a variety of sources, including public records. This means they could even have access to information relating to automobile accidents, liens, and more. While you may not be able to access or change the data these agencies have on your business, you can ensure that any information they receive is positive. Enough positive information can help counteract any negative information from the past, right? Okay. In addition to the EIN number, there are identifying numbers that go along with your business credit reports. When considering what is fundability, you need to be aware that these numbers exist. Some of them are simply assigned by the agency, like the Experian BIN, the Experian Business Identification Number. This number is generated upon the completion of your first trade line to Experian. Okay, so when you make your to a company, when you make your first payment to a company that reports to Experian, a Experian BIN will be issued. Now, with Dun & Bradstreet, they have a DUNS number in which you have to apply for, and the DUNS number is free. So what you would do, once you set up your business and it's credible in the eyes of the lender, you already know what that means. Then that's when you go and get your DUNS number, right? You go to their website. They got a website, the Dun & Bradstreet website, okay? You go there and get your DUNS number for free, okay? All right. Now, your personal credit history, okay? That's what this should say. It should say personal credit. Now, I bring the personal credit up. I'm only going to say a little bit about it, but you can get funding with just using your business credit, right? You're starting from scratch. You don't have personal credit. You can get access to funding. Excuse me. You can get access to funding by building up business credit. But I bring this up about the personal credit because if you have good personal credit, now you are more fundable, okay? You have greater options. There are different options for you if you have personal credit, okay? So that's why I bring that up, right? Okay, let's move on. Align your business information correctly. This is a problem because a ton of loan applications are turned down each year due to fraud concerns or simply because things do not match up. So make sure your exact business legal name is used every place. Make sure you're at your business address. Remember the three that are allowed. You select one of those three that I talked to you about, and you use your business address. Your business phone needs to be a local number that's listed. Okay. Make sure your address that you put in there for your EIN number is the same, right? Insurance, licenses, website, bank account, etc. The key to this piece of business fundability is to monitor your reports frequently. When it comes to business credit reports, you can monitor through the reporting agency directly, which they charge about $100 for each report per month, or you can save money with our fundability system. Okay? All right. I hope y'all are still with me. Y'all still with me? Somebody say something in the chat. Let me know you still with me. Damn, y'all ain't said nothing so far. I need to know y'all still there. What? Hello? Okay, what is fundability? Financial statements. Okay, bet. Miss Chamberlain. Both your personal and business tax returns need to be in order. Not only that, but you need to be paying your taxes, both your business and your personal, your business financials. A fundable business maintains financials monthly, quarterly, or yearly. Having financial statements on demand lends credence to the legitimacy of your business. Okay, I know some of you may have just started your business, don't have them, but this is just good information to know that once you do have some activity, you need to have this stuff readily available. When you do have these readily available, you are more fundable. Okay. Personal tax returns. Often tax returns for the previous 3 years will suffice. Get a tax professional to prepare them. This is the bare minimum you will need. Other information lenders may ask for include check stubs and bank statements, among other things. Okay, we're going to check over that. Okay, so much plays into this process that you might not even be aware of. So how fundable is your business? Is your contact information consistent? That's the main thing. Is your contact information consistent? Okay. The quick answer to what is fundability is simple. However, when you dig a little deeper, there are so many layers that crisscross, it can take some time to unravel. It's more like a ball of yarn than an onion. Everything is connected, everything matters, and one kink in the wires can mess up a lot of stuff, right? So make sure your business is as fundable as you can make it, right? Now, if you take a look at this chart, it could be overwhelming. Look at all this stuff that goes into how fundable your business can be. Okay. All the stuff on the left, the industry that you're in, your business address, the time in business, your business entity, your website, the email, all that stuff on the left is your credibility, right? And then you got the stuff on the right, the application process, your financial statements, your business credit reports. All this stuff goes into how fundable your business is. Okay? Any questions on making your business credible in the eyes of the lender, making your business fundable? Any questions on that? Miss iPhone is still here. I see you, Miss iPhone. All right. Miss Chamberlain, Michael Works is still in here. Yeah, all right. Bet. Y'all, I got y'all attention. Okay, any questions so far? Because now we're going to get down and actually build some business credit. All right. Now, you see how long it took me to do that fundability stuff? That's the first step. The most important step in this whole process is that fundability step. And remember, each step is needed for the next step. Okay? So, we're not going to go far if you skip anything in that first step, right? Okay. Ms. Chamberlain. So we should open business credit accounts to pay up small accounts to build business credit. That's absolutely the good idea. All right. And I'm going to show you how that works right now. Right. We're going to start with these net 30 accounts. Once your business is set up properly, right? Set up credible in the eyes of the lender, which is what I call, the ABCs. It's the easy stuff. Your name, your address, the telephone number. That's some easy stuff, right? That's the most important piece, right? Now, when you get that stuff down pat, now we're ready to go to get these net 30 accounts. Now, this piece right here is not so easy because now we have to get vendors that's going to give us credit when we have no credit, and they have to report to the business credit reporting agency. Now, there's not that many businesses that's going to give us credit when you got no credit, and only 10% of all businesses in the United States even report to the payments to the business credit reporting agencies because they're under high guidelines and restrictions to even be able to report. Okay? So that's why this piece right here is not so easy, right? So we're going to start with these net 30 accounts, which means they're going to give us a little bit of credit. And when we buy something on credit, we're gonna need to pay that in 30 days in full. In 30 days in full, right? Hence the term net 30. Okay. A business credit report can be started much the same as a consumer report commonly is with small amounts of credit. The business can be approved for small amounts of credit to help them build an initial credit profile. These type of initial accounts in the business world are commonly referred to as vendor credit or net 30 accounts. And some vendors will approve your company for net 30 payment terms upon verification of as little as an EIN number and a 411 listing. And that's how we get started with this EIN number and your 411 listing. Remember, I told you how important it is to get that telephone number right? This is where you can see it, right? The vendors that give you this credit when you have no credit and will send your reports to the Business Credit Reporting Agency. They will check your EIN number to make sure you got one and to make sure your telephone number is listed with the National 411 directory. Okay? Here are some vendors who will approve you for initial credit even if you have none now. The starting place is Maverick Office Supplies. Now, this list changes all the time. So the list I have today is not the same list that I had 6 months ago. Okay? You can go to this website, businesscreditbuilder.us/vendors, and that'll have, the current top 5 starter vendors, right? So today the starter vendors is Maverick. You can go there and check out the link to there and get the hook up. You can check out the CEO creative, right? And also there's Granger, Barnett, and Uline. These 3 companies will give you credit when you have no credit. All right. Want to go back over that? Let's go back over that. Maverick Office Supplies, the CEO Creative, Granger, you seen them commercials. Barnett is a Home Depot company, and Uline. All right. Those are the 5 startup companies for today. All right. Now, some vendors will require a prepaid order before they can approve your business for terms. Uline is one of those companies that if you have nothing on your business credit report, then they want you to do some prepaid stuff first. It's good to know that some of them companies will ask you to do that. That's just a heads up, right? So you decide whether or not you want to do that or not. Move to the next vendor, right? Now, with our company, we have a long list of them starter vendors, right? So we always keep a large list of those starter vendors, all right? So when you get into my fundability program, we got you. We tell you exactly what to do, right? Okay, you need to have a total of at least 5 net 30-day pay accounts reporting. That's why I got this car. Check out the car. It got the number 5 on it, right? It got the smoke. And check out his face. He's like, yo, I got credit and now we rolling, okay? Each step is needed for the next step. We need these 5 net 30s, preferably 3 being reported to Dun & Bradstreet, because Dun & Bradstreet has this thing called the pay debt score. The pay debt score is what lenders look at to determine your credit worthiness. Dun & Bradstreet will not give you a pay debt score until 3 vendors have sent reports to them. When they get 3 reports about your company, then they will give you a pay debt score. So you want to have 3 accounts reporting to Dun & Bradstreet, 1 account reporting to Equifax, and 1 account reporting to Experian. Okay? That's 5 accounts. We need to have these 5 net 30 accounts running before we go to the next step. Okay? The next step is revolving accounts. This is where we want to be. But if we skip these other steps and go straight here, you are guaranteed to get declined. Okay? After 5 trade lines are established using vendor accounts, obtaining revolving accounts is the next step. Revolving accounts are cards a business owner can use and not be required to pay the full balance owed each month. Boom. That's where you want to be. Now, most major stores do offer business credit, including Home Depot, Lowe's, Office Depot, Staples, Best Buy, Walmart, Sam's Club, Costco, Amazon, Dell, Apple, BP, Chevron, Racetrack, and many, many more. Okay? But now, when you get to these companies, they want you to have credit already. And some of them want you to be in business for a certain amount of time. Okay? So when you do business with my company, Business Credit Builder, with my fundability system, we know the underwriting guidelines already. We know what they need for you to get approved already. So before you even apply, you'll know if you're going to get approved or not. If you do this on your own, you can go to a company and say, "Hey, how do I qualify to get this account?" They're going to say, "Fill out this application and I'll tell you if you qualify." So we're going to save you time, right? We're going to save you time and skip all that, right? Throwing darts at companies to see whether or not you qualify, right? We already know the underwriting guidelines. Our artificial intelligence matches up your credit profile to the vendors, and we could tell, and the AI system knows automatically, boom, boom, bam, you're gonna qualify for that, so apply over here, right? So boom, see, we got you. All right. Now, once 10 accounts are on the credit, so first we went to 5, and now we're gonna get 5 more and get 10 accounts on your credit report. Then you can start applying for Visa, MasterCard, American Express. Approval amounts will be equivalent to the highest credit limit account on the credit reports. Okay, so try to have 10 accounts with at least one of them having a 10,000 high credit limit. So what you would do is pick one of these revolving accounts, you use them more often, and when they see that you are making on-time payments, then you call them and ask for an increase. Okay? That's how you increase your limits. You want to get your limits high as you can get them. And when they see you make on-time payments, then you call them and say, "Yo, can I get an increase in my limit?" They will do it if they see you are making on-time payments. Okay? It is essential to keep using the credit, keep applying for more, and talk with credit providers to raise credit limits. If you do this, business credit will keep growing until high limit credit lines are obtained within 6 to 12 months. Okay? I say it usually takes about 12 months, but for everybody, this is a different process, right? Everybody does this, getting an account, making the purchase, paying it, review your credit reports. Everybody does that in a different time frame, right? But you can do it in 12 months, okay? I'm not giving you no pipe dream saying you can get it real fast and all that stuff. You can't get access to this real fast, okay? I'm telling you the real way to do it. There are shortcuts, right? But I'm not teaching the shortcuts. I'm teaching you how to do this for real, okay? No skipping steps, 10 trade lines, high limit of 10,000. Cash business credit accounts will match your highest credit limit reported on your credit profile. You can get access to MasterCard, Visa, American Express. When you get the business credit, you get access to loans and credit lines. Okay? All right. Now, before we get out of here, I'm going to show you 3 ways to get funding your bank won't tell you about because they don't offer this stuff, right? Now, I'm going to tell you this too. Most people, when they go to the bank to find out whether or not they get money for their business, right? But I'm also going to tell you that 80% of everybody that goes to a bank to try to get money gets denied. 80%, because they need those 3 C's, right? Now, there are alternative lending sources that are trying to get access to those people that get denied at the banks. So they got different programs to help these companies get funding. Okay. There are companies, alternative funding companies, that help businesses that go to the bank and get denied. These are alternative lending sources. So I'm gonna show you about 3 types of alternative lending sources, right? The first one is cash flow financing. Cash flow financing is the most popular type of alternative funding today. These are cash advances that look at bank account management for approval. You can have more than $3,000 in deposits per month. You can get approved. This is simple. This is easy. They're not looking at your credit. They're not looking at your collateral. They're looking at your cash flow, right? Cash flow. So if you make 3,000 in deposits, right? So my cash flow lending partner is David Allen Capital. So from my website, you can go to the business loans and you look for David Allen Capital, and you will have a quick little smell test application, right? It's going to ask you for your business name. It's going to ask for how much money you make, how much deposits you make every month. From that information, they're going to send your application to the right financing department. So if you say that you make under 3,000, they're going to send you an email, say, hey, you do not qualify this time. If lowest monthly revenue is less than 3,000, right? So then if you go over 3,000, it's going to send you to either Giggle Finance, Bitty Advance, or Bank Breezing for bigger funding. And when they send it over to one of these 3 companies to fund your application, they're going to ask you to connect your bank account. They're not going to look to see if you qualify until you connect that bank account. Okay? Once you connect that bank account and they verify your cash flow, they're going to be able to fund you the next day if everything works out. Okay? And that's real fast. And that's like but I'm telling you, this is not for everybody. This is for companies that are in a situation because these rates are pretty steep. These are for companies that are in a situation, existing companies. You got into a situation, you need to make your payroll Friday. You need to buy a piece of equipment that went out. That's what this is for. Emergencies, cash flow financing. Okay. And I see people coming in as well. If you missed anything before what we're doing now, then it's good for you to review our YouTube channel tomorrow. I'll have this up tomorrow on the YouTube channel. All right. You go to businesscreditbuilder.us and you click that YouTube button to get to our YouTube channel. All right. And you can see this recording and many other recordings. I've been doing this like 7 years. So I got hundreds of webinars on YouTube. So peep me. All right. Here we go. Number 2 of the three alternative funding options. Collateral-based financing. Collateral-based financing can be obtained if you have some type of viable collateral to offset what you are borrowing. Even as a startup with bad credit, you can still secure collateral financing if you have collateral, and rates are low as 2%, okay? Because they know they get their money, right? Here goes some types of acceptable collateral. Accounts receivable. Accounts receivable is also known as factoring. This is when you can batch and sell your invoices like a freight company, right? And you can batch and sell your invoices because a lot of times you got invoices out, you're not going to get paid for 30 days. So these accounts receivable lending and factoring, you can get paid in 24 hours, okay? And you don't have to wait 30 days to get paid for your invoice. If you have purchase orders or you have government contracts, then you can get a business loan, all right? The bank is not going to mess with you with none of this type of stuff. If you have investments in stock, bonds, 401ks, then you can get a business loan on that, right? And those type of investments stay intact as you are able to get a business loan for them. Like, for example, your 401k, whatever you can take out of your 401k, you can get as a business loan. Your 401k stays in place and does what it does, right? And what that is you got a job, they taking money out your check and they're giving it to these other businesses so they can make money on your money. So my idea is you can take your money and start your business and work it, all right? There's revenue lending. That's similar to the cash flow lending. A little bit different, but it's similar to the cash flow lending. Inventory and equipment. So if you have over $100,000 in inventory or equipment, you can get a business loan on that stuff. If you have equity in your home, you can get a business loan. And if you're an insurance agent, they have what they call the book of business. That's their list of clients. Just with your book of business, you can get a business loan. Okay. So there's different ways to get money for your business. Okay. Now, here's number 3. Unsecured. I also call this the credit line hybrid program. If you go to my website and go to the Get Funding page or go to the business loans page, you will see the credit line hybrid program. This is unsecured credit-based financing. It's a great way to get money for your business if you have good personal credit or you know a guarantor that does. You can secure credit up to 5 times what your highest revolving limit is on your personal credit, up to $150,000 in 3 weeks. You need a score of 680 or better. So this is how it works. They look at your personal credit. Now, this is for startups that have good personal credit. If you have a 680 or above, this is how it works. They look at your personal credit. They look at your highest revolving account that you have. Let's say you have a Home Depot account and you got a $30,000 limit on that Home Depot account. Then you can get up to 5 credit cards with $30,000 on it in 3 weeks. Okay. So that's good startup money for a person that has good personal credit, okay? And the rates are low, right? They usually have 0% up to 6 to 18 months. This is no doc funding. So even startups can qualify. Accounts report to the business credit reporting agencies, and that's a plus plus, okay? Okay, now other alternative financing is private monies that we have available. Because I'm like a broker, right? I'm like a broker. I have access to hundreds of legitimate financing options, alternative financing options. We have private money, which you need good tax returns for. We have venture capital and equity financing. That's like the Shark Tank guys, right? They give you a bunch of money, but they want to take a piece of your business, right? You know about crowdfunding, but there's also equipment lending, right? There are companies that just give money to buy your business equipment, right? That's trucks, vehicles, fleets of vehicles, or equipment that make stuff, right? Signs and vehicle wraps. So there's specialized funding, right? So really, you might not get a whole lump sum to fund your business. You might have to piece it together to say, well, I need this. I'm gonna fund it that way. I need this. I'm gonna fund it that way. Okay. Now, I'm gonna go over how to get business credit and financing all in one place. It's the fundability system. Okay. Let me see. Somebody got a question here. Let's see. There's a bunch of questions up in here. Let's see what we got here. Miss Chamberlain. So we have the business. So should we open business credit accounts to pay up small amounts of business credit? I think I answered that one already, right? Yeah, I think I answered that one already. Miss Harris, what if your business earns 3,800 per month but uses 33 for its bills per month? You're referring to the cash flow one, right? The cash flow lending situation where the minimum is that what you need is $3,000. You might be referring to that. Yeah, you would qualify based on making 3,800 per month. But like I said, that situation isn't for everybody, right? It's for businesses that are in business and they come across a situation, right? A situation that, they need to solve right then, right? So a lot of these times when you're getting money, you got to think that the money that you get is going to cost you. So if you're getting this money and it don't make the money you need to pay what it costs, then it's not worth it, right? So it has to be worth it, right? If it's going to save your business or it's going to help you expand your business, then it's a good idea to get these loans, right? But if it's not going to pay for the cost to get the loan and further your business, it's not even good to get these loans. Okay, makes sense? Okay. Let me see what other questions we got. What if your business, okay, do you have some no-doc lenders? Some no-doc lenders, yes. The no-doc lenders is the credit line hybrid program. So if you have good personal credit, then we can help you with that, right? You would go to my website and go to the business loans tab, right? Go to business loans. You see the credit line hybrid program that I just now discussed. Okay. Miss Sandra Harris. Okay. James Chamberlain, I answered that question. Let me see if there's something else in here. Okay. All right, let's go forward. Now I'm going to show you how to easily get business credit and financing all in one place. The fundability system. Okay. Okay. Now, on my website, there are video testimonials of past clients, right? So this is Brian Fleming. And he talks about how he got his 50,000 real quick, right? Okay. The ultimate solution, the business credit builder, the fundability system is powered by artificial intelligence. It's the easiest and the fastest way to get credit and build and grow your business. It's a simple solution. You get business credit for your business, not linked to your Social Security, through the top selling business credit system. You get access to funding for your business to start, build, and grow. Our cutting edge technology helps you before meeting to meet credibility requirements before you apply. Remember, we already know what the lenders want for you to get approved, okay? You can get access to discounted business credit reports, free Experience Smart Business Access. We got the largest supply of starter vendors. Remember I talked about those starter vendors? We have the largest supply of starter vendors. I gave you 5, but we always have a whole bunch, right? And in our system, we show you which ones you can apply for, what their requirements are, so you'll know beforehand. We also have a massive selection of revolving store credit with underwriting guidelines. We have the hard-to-find cash credit sources you can get within 120 days. No personal credit check or guarantee is required to build business credit. You get access to cash flow financing, collateral-based financing, unsecured financing, private money, alternative SBA, venture capital. Our most popular product is the credit line hybrid program, right? You just go to businesscreditbuilder.us/get funding, and you will see a video on how to qualify for the credit line hybrid program. There's a video and there's information on how to qualify, and there's a button to apply. Okay, now you get your own system, right? Now the old system looked like this. The new system, you can see a video of the new system on the website. On my website, businesscreditbuilder.us, you will see a fundability tab, and you can see a video on the fundability system, right? Now, remember I told you in our system, when we give you the vendors, we give you the underwriting guidelines, right? For every vendor, we know what you need to get qualified. We know already. If you do this on your own and ask a vendor, well, what do I need to qualify? They're going to tell you, fill out this application, and I'm going to tell you if you qualify. But we know already the underwriting guidelines. Like this one is racetrack. Racetrack, they report to Dun & Bradstreet, right? See, that's important for you to know who the vendors report to, so that when you make a payment, you can pull the right credit report to make sure your payments get to these business credit reporting agencies. And one thing I didn't mention earlier is that these credit reporting agencies, it's the vendors that don't report consistently. So that's why you need to pull your credit reports and make sure that the payment you made hits the credit report that it's supposed to hit in a timely manner with the accurate information. They don't do that reporting too well. They're not in the business of doing after the sale transactions. So they're not important. They're not really thinking about your credit. They're thinking about selling that item. So you need to pull your credit reports. And when you make a payment to them and they say they report, then you need to go check that report and make sure it's there, right? Now, back to this racetrack. This is what you need to qualify. Dun & Bradstreet. They are a revolving account. We got the telephone number, the fax number. It gives you a description of what they sell and how you need to, what you need to qualify. Well, you need an EIN number. You need a DUNS number. You need a paydebt score of 78 or better. You need to be 3 years in business. You need to have a business entity, and you need to have your telephone number listed with 411. Remember, I told you about that stuff, how important it is to have that telephone number. And then right on the page, it gives you a button to apply. That's in our fundability system as well. Now, check this out. This is one of my clients, Christine. She got all these approvals in 6 months. Not everybody could do it as fast as Christine. She is able to do it in 6 months because her husband is a truck driver. She's staying at home most of the time, and she's able to work on this all day. A lot of us got things to do, and we can't do it as fast as she can, but you can do it in 12 months if you put effort, right? Sprint 2,000, Amazon 4,500, Tractor Supply 5,000, Exxon 5,000, Fuel Man 6,000, BJ 7, BP 8, Lowe's 10, Apple 12.5, Shell 15. Whew. Look at this list. It's over $250,000 she got in 6 months. So you can do it. Now, I'm not saying you can do it in 6 months, but you can do it in 12 months if you put your mind to it. A lot of people do it in more than 12 months. All right. Okay, so you get your own business credit advisor who offers concierge service for 12 months to help you build your business credit. You get your own finance officer for 5 years that helps you get the best financing for your business. So there's always somebody right there with you. You're not doing this alone. You have a staff. A lot of my clients use their business credit advisor. They also use their finance officer, right? But they also call me as well, right? So you'll always have somebody available, all right? Ms. Harris, is there a cost to pull your Dun & Bradstreet reports? Yes, there is a cost to pull all of your business credit reports, right? Each company does it differently, right? But it's about $100 per month, right? But when you are in my fundability program, we charge you a minimal amount. And what that does is when you're in our system, our artificial intelligence is looking at your business credit reports and it's matching up to the lenders, what the lenders need for you to qualify, and it's pulling the avenue, the quickest avenue to you to get to your desired needs. So if you say to our fundability system, hey, I need $50,000 for this and that and the other. Well, the system is going to generate the quickest avenue to you to get to that money. It's going to tell you exactly what you need to do. And basically, it's going to tell you the things that I already told you, right? In the steps in this webinar that I told you, right? You get those net 30s, you get those revolving accounts, you call them back, increase your limits, you pay on time. All that stuff that I told you, that's what it's going to tell you to do. But it's going to tell you exactly what to do because every situation is different. Okay. So here's a summary before we get out of here. Your own business, you get your own fundability control panel. You get a discounted business credit reports, free DUNS number, largest supply of starter vendors, massive selection of revolving store credit, hard to find cash credit sources. You get access to cash flow, collateral-based, unsecured, and private money sources, okay? This will typically take you, if you did this on your own, 18 to 24 months, typically. With us, you're just saving time, okay? You can consider it as an investment into your company. Now, you can get started now. We have 2 different situations for you. We have our fundability system, which I told you about, and we have our business credit building program, which is a one-on-one situation with you and me for 1 year, okay? The fundability system. You can get started today as part of this seminar, and you can get started with a huge discount on your premier enrollment plan, okay? Our system costs $29.95, okay? Now, I have a certificate that I can use for people that's on this live broadcast. If you let me know, I can give you to you for $16.95, but I can only do this for the first person to contact me. The first person to contact me via phone at 404-500-9687, or the first person to do a consult at businesscreditbuilder.us/consult. The first one to contact me gets the $16.95 single price. Okay? But this normally goes for $29.95. Okay? Now, the one-on-one package is a consultation with me and you for 1 year. This one only costs $9.95. But one person, because I got a certificate that'll give you the discount, for one person can do a single payment of $750. Otherwise, it costs $9.95. Okay? $750, single payment, boom. The first person to contact me gets down on that. All right? That's how we get down. Now, you also got a whole bunch of information on my social medias, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. My podcast is on Spotify. It's called Business Credit is Real. Make sure you schedule your free business credit consultation. Make sure you get your free guide on how to build business credit by going to businesscreditbuilder.us/free guide. If you think you qualify for any of the funding now, you would go to businesscreditbuilder.us/get funding. You can also check out the recording, the replay of this on my YouTube by tomorrow. And if you have any questions, I'm entertaining any and all questions right now. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can put your questions in the comments and I can get to those also, right? But if you got some questions, let me know. Let me know if this was useful, right? Let me know if I wasted your time, right? Let's see. MicroWorks got a question. Are these prices due in full, or do you offer payment plans? I do offer payment plans, right? So call me up. We're going to make a payment plan, make it work for you, all right? So schedule a consultation. We're going to make it work for you. I'm going to bend backwards to make it work for you because I'm here to help you, right? Miss Chamberlain, this has been useful. Thanks. Yeah, she was in the last one too. The smell test. You see how the smell test is real, right? You see that smell test is a real thing, right? Okay. Yeah. Okay, everybody. Yeah, she sees how the smell test. If y'all missed that, check that out on the YouTube tomorrow as well. The smell test is real. Yeah. So if you don't have any questions, holla at your boy, Miss Sandra Harris in the building. All right. This has been an excellent presentation, says it MicroWorks. I thank you very much. And y'all know how to get down. Schedule that business credit consultation. Yeah. All right, everybody. If you don't have no more questions, we're going to be out like shout. Yeah. Business credit builder. This is how we get down, right? Make sure y'all get that. Make sure y'all get that free guide. The free guide is dope. All right. the free guide is dope. All right. All right. Everybody, y'all have a good day. Peace and blessings. Happy holidays and all that good stuff. Right. See y'all later. Peace.